Hello, Novel Player Guy, and part two of the series for new players. So the last video we kicked off, I went into a pretty big in-depth of how to play, how to complete the warrior boards if you're that new. Now, if you've completed that, then the rest of the game should be unlocked, save for Battlefield, which is level 150, but we'll touch on that another later point. So the whole game is now pretty much unlocked. You've got Dokkan event, story event, quest events. You've got everything. You might even have some of the quests still to do. You've got stories to do. You've got a lot to do, right? So what can we do to help a free-to-play player, a newbie player out, to help collect some units and save your stones for the right banner? So we'll talk about how to summon on the correct banner in another video, but now we work onto this. So everything's out. So there are some weekly and there are some daily objectives for you to do to help level up and gain some resources. When we have a look at this, so on the weekly events, so every day is associated with a specific typing, as in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. And sometimes on a weekend, every single one of them is out, right? So do these every single day for the associated one. On every special event, all of them are open every day. But do these every day because you need these to rainbow the units, make them stronger. These medals as well, also under growth but nearer the bottom of said tab. These are again, the typings are a bit irrelevant. They just help you to choose a team that can help beat it. But each one of these, you can get all the medals associated for them, right? So you do these every day, and then they'll reset, right? This is like, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You won't see it until the following one. And then what you should be doing then is you should also be doing some strike events. So these strike events, they're free to play. They get you loads of new units. They are currently ongoing to an easy A. I believe Vegeta might be our next one, or it's Mecha Frieza. Anyway, currently we've had, I think it's this guy that's just had an awakening. I'm not too sure. This guy definitely has had an awakening, and this guy's definitely had an awakening at some point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It even says. So these strike events, they're this is how you can help clear off some of the board missions. For example, you need someone from a Namekian, because I'm pretty sure on the warrior board you need a Namekian. If you needed a planetary destruction, that's this guy, right? So there's all of these are absolutely needed for you to to awaken to get. This is a bit of a grind. Now there are the ones that have an easy A, such as this guy and say this guy. There is another one, but for the life of me, I can't remember who it is. Let's see. Oh, this guy, this Trunks. So these they're a little easier to get as you do the missions. You will get them dropped. You'll get stones for doing them. There's more stage added, and the final stage is an easy A. Don't touch on that. You'll need to get them from the reward drops. Do stage one over and over and over until you've got one copy to SA10, and then you do it again until you've got four more copies. Awaken every single five copies so you've got enough to rainbow them. This will take time. You'll level up. You should have plenty of money from your resources. It costs around about 1.9 million to fully awaken a guy to TUR. That's all the medals. But since you're getting many a million a statue, especially from friend summons as well, it's really not that bad. So you have plenty here to work from. I would personally probably start with the Namekian because he's needed. Start with Saiyans. So you can start with Kid Vegeta, Vegeta, Namekian. Mighty Mask is a good one. Then you can use King Vegeta. Grandpa Gohan can be good for Kamehameha. This guy can be good for Vegeta family links. More of them. So yeah, so all of these, go ahead and awaken them. And then all of a sudden you've got a lot more free to play units able to clear off that Warriors board. So alongside, you will think, wow, there's so much to do. What can I do? So what should I do? Well, realistically, there's probably about 400,000 story events that come out. Now, obviously, not all of them are out at the same time, only on massive mega events or anniversaries, for example. But they always rotate them, so don't worry. For the ones that you need on the Warriors board, you would have picked up keys. You can use them from the Portal of Memories. But personally, you don't really need to do it unless you're desperate. Every single one of these, there's at least one free to play unit that you can have to farm up. Some of them even have more. We'll go through a quick few of them. This guy, you can have Supreme Kai, and he even has an Easy 8. That reminds me, I need to do a second copy to get into SA15. This guy gives you a Bardock. He starts off at R, and he goes all the way up to the end. And he could be nice he's needed for a low-class warrior, for example. This guy, you get a Goku, and that awakens. This guy, you get Zarbon and Dodoria, which they are a oh God, I think they support a freezer basically. I can't remember which specific category they support. And then you get this guy, and you can have Krillin. You can have I can't remember specifically what Krillin it is, but yeah, there is one in there. This is an LR. There's three parts to this: SSR, TUR, and the medals to get the LR. Do it all twice, and then eventually you can easy A it. So eventually you'd need it thrice. But for now, just do it twice. Dead easy. The drop rate's nice. So there you go. So Curse of the Blood Rubies was the first movie I think there was. Second and third onwards, right? Free LR. This one's just come out. This is a free-to-play unit. It's Raditz. He's an AoE. This one you would have already have been doing, but funny enough, it's also in the story as well. So basically, everyone does it twice. The Tree of Might. So you get an STR cooler, should you an STR Turler, should you wish. Lord Slug. There's loads. We keep going down. You've got Videl, Trunks, and Gotem. We keep going down. You've got Bio Broly, uh, uh, Spokovich, and such. You can collect. Let's see, Veku and Frieza final form to your team. We go further down. Yeah, you can collect a. I need to do this as well for the TUR. There's a Gotenks that recently had an Easy A, as well as this guy, Vegeta's brother Tarbell. So you want to be doing all these story events. You don't want to be doing any particular order because there isn't one. You just cherry pick who who you want, right? Just cherry pick what you want. A lot of these are Easy A's. Don't worry about that. The Easy A areas, which, funny enough, you need to do every single one of these. Just pick one, do this, do the Saiyans if you want. So that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. God knows how many there are. So then you'll be looking at other events. We check on like bonus events. So this has currently just come to pass. So you'll have something like this. You won't actually really see this again. You won't see this again. You won't see this again. These are specific events and anniversary only. You do this every day. This comes back around every time there's a new Goku or Vegeta, don't worry. This comes back around every now and then. This is every week. You get skill orbs and link levels. This is every week. Depending on the stamina level you got, 30, 60, 80, or even 100, you get tons of level up. Christ, you get so much leveling up in this, it's insane. That's really how you'll level up. Do this every day. Do this every week. Do this every day, every day, every day. Uh, uh, every day for some free training. You get like 30 levels free. This only comes around, if you ever see this, this comes around on tournaments. So next you'll be doing like docking events, for example. Now, there's loads and loads of docking events. There's got to be close to 100 at easy. And they all range from old to new. So Vegeta and actually it was Broly, then it's Vegeta, Golden Frieza, Shadow Dragons, I mean, all the way up. And you've got the LR Super Saiyan 4s, LR Cell, LR Gohan. We go further up. The 5th anniversary LRs, physical Goten Trunks, GT Heroes, Heavenly Events, the new Namek Goku from last year, and last year Frieza. What you got the STR Boo. You've got the physical Goku's just ramped up. This is an older one, but it's they keep getting updated. The 10th anniversary. I mean, there's loads, right? You want to probably focus closer towards the bottom. Specifically on, for example, this guy, Berserker of Destruction. It's an old one that came out quite a long time ago, except for this is Int Broly's new phase. But specifically, level one, you already could have done this if you followed my advice for one of the warrior boards. It drops a unit. It drops this guy who awakens into this guy. This is totally free. The drop rate's fairly cool. There you go. So you can farm this SSR up. Funny enough, I think this guy can also awaken to Super Saiyan 3. So if you really wanted, you could get one to Super Saiyan 3 Rainbow and start all over again just to have one at Super Saiyan if you really wanted to collect. Um, this one at Zed Hard is where it gets difficult because he can block a lot of damage unless you have certain people that can go through that. It's a disable rampage. You need specific units to disable that. Prior to that, you should just be able to just do this and farm it up. For the likes of this, a lot of these older ones, like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, just the first phase, you get a stone for completing it, and between 3 and 6 medals, as it says, it's much easier in Z hard, and most guests can just blast through this. No worries. You only face 3 enemies. We check out like what's an older one? Gogeta. Wrong button. Gogeta. He has an older one, the STR Gogeta Dokkan event. I believe this is also, you also have a first event where you face Veku as well. Gotta love the ads. You can also, I believe, farm some units. No. So, oh, that's right. Yes, you can farm some units. Veku, right? I thought so. So this Veku, free to play, absolutely terrible. But it's just something for you. This one you might be able to do, depending on the guest. Just use a mono AGL team, right? You've got loads of old Dokkan events which you could do. Just do like the Z hard one, right? Z hard should be fairly easy to do. Like this one. We go back onto this one. Make sure I click on the link. One of the oldest Easy A's going and hasn't been updated for a long, long time, right? Mad, isn't it? So here we go. Ah, yes, I thought so. I thought there was one that dropped. Was this one, not the Gogeta one. This guy drops another one. It's the one where he does the big attack against Cell to wipe half of him out. This is fairly easy. You just got to do X amount of turns because he just insta kills you. But again, a mono AGL will just anyone with a strong AGL will just wipe this guy off the board. There's a lot to do, right? Between the story events to farm up the free to play characters, between the strike events to actually flesh out your more free to play characters, you should start to build up to like levels 100 to 200. You'll start to get the level up rewards. There are stones for every 10 levels. You get 10 for hitting level 100, 20 for 200, right? Plenty of stones. You shouldn't really have to worry about stamina because every event you basically do should level you up, especially when you do like the weekly events. Shouldn't take you too long to do this. Depending on how much you play the game, it depends on how long you have it. So if you're at this phase where you've done the intro and you just want to know what direction to go, my advice for direction is perhaps start with the strikes or the story events. Choose what you like you want Saiyans, you want Gokus, you want Vegetas, you want Gohan, Videl, Krillins, do you want this new LR? Just stuff like that. Do you want this free to play Raditz, which is good for the tournament? It's do you want this Vegeta? Do you want this Piccolo? Right? The new Gohan and Coolers in here somewhere as well. So pick what you want, pick what you like. Just focus on them. All the medals to awaken them are also in said story events as well. You shouldn't have too much issue with this. This has just come and gone and passed. So there's units in here. This one, the metal coolers, there's one of every type. They've just had an easy A. There's loads of great units to use, loads of farmable. You get loads of items. The Dokkan events are the same. There's a old Janemba one that you could use for a Dokkan event, right? If you do these, recruit this Videl, Trunks, and Goten. These, by the way, will help with the Broly Easy A that I said you'd have to disable Rampage, right? Very good. These are all easy for you to do. So that's in the direction you should go at now. You choose what your favorite units is, and you go ahead and awaken him. You stick with him. There are a few docking events that you should be able to do, but mainly you just do this. So that's going to be for this video. This should be prepping people around levels 100 to even up to 300, depending on what you've done, how you play, and how much time you put into this. So yes, that's going to be it for this video. The next video will be a bit more advanced, probably how you summon and some of the more difficult things to go for. So hope they found this video good for newbie players. Let me know if it needed a bit more explanation or was there something that I missed. I'm trying not to make it too long, but I'm also intentionally trying to incorporate a lot. So until the next video, bye bye.